Hey guys, it's Ryan with AIinsidertips.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can improve your ChatGPT prompts with just one tip. Now, what I'm about to show you can also apply to Claude, Google Gemini, Llama 3, or whatever your preferred LLM is. Now, before I dive into this prompting tip, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel at AI Insider Tips, I would truly appreciate that. As guys, my number one goal here is to help you overcome the overwhelming world of artificial intelligence. So let's dive in here. What is that magical number one tip to help improve your ChatGPT prompts? And the answer is to be more detailed and specific. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, duh, Ryan, that's obvious. Why would you make an entire video telling us to just be more detailed in our ChatGPT prompts? And the reason I'm doing this is that several businesses and individuals, they hire me for AI consulting. And I'll tell you this is one of the most, if not the most common issue that I see when I do these consultations is that they're never detailed or specific enough in their prompts to ChatGPT to get the outputs that they are desiring. So I'm going to show you some common examples in this video and then show you some recommendations and solutions on how you can get better prompts for specific use cases. So let's take a look at the first real world example here. So let's say you're a content creator, social media strategist, or just a small business owner who wants to post more on social media but doesn't have the time to do it. One thing I see all the time, and this is a common trend here is not being detailed enough, is people will do something like this. Generate 3 social media posts on AI, or whatever the topic is. Generate 3 social media posts on my tire shop, or whatever it is, right? And then ChatGPT has no idea what to do. So it's just spitting out these random social media posts, content creation, customer service, personalization, and you're like expecting a Mona Lisa-esque answer from this thin prompt. So what should you do instead if your prompt's, thin or not as detailed like the one I'm showing you in this example? Well, here's what you should do instead. You are an expert in copywriting social media and understanding best practices for each platform. I'm establishing a persona at the beginning of the prompt, telling ChatGPT that it's an expert in copywriting and social media. Generate 3 social media posts for each major platform on the topic of AI. So here I'm being more specific and detailed on each platform. Use a maximum of 300 characters. Again, another detail. Make the posts engaging and unique while ensuring they are easy to understand. Again, another detail and being specific. So here it breaks it down. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Notice how much better this response is based on this topic of generating social media posts versus that very first example of generate 3 social media posts on AI. Now, I'm not saying all the prompts are like this, but they're very similar. It's generate 3 posts for me on Facebook about my tire shop. Generate 3 posts on Twitter for me about my tire shop, right? You're not very detailed in these prompts, where on the contrary, this is what you should be doing. And I'll leave a link or copy and paste all these prompts in the video description below so you guys can easily access these. So let's look at another example here, and this is long-form content creation, one of the more popular use cases of ChatGPT and AI tools. Write me a blog post about AI. Very thin prompt. Again, not detailed or specific at all. These are some issues that I see all the time when people do when trying to create long-form content is they're not very detailed, similar to the first example like I just showed you in short form. So here it generated this long blog post, but I didn't give it very many details, so you can't expect to get a good response based on that one little sentence there. So what should you do instead? So let's look at this prompt. And again, I'll leave this in the description below as well. You are an expert in copywriting, SEO, and writing long-form content. Write me an SEO-optimized blog post targeting the keyword best AI tools in 2024. First, create an outline, use H2s and H3s, use a serious writing tone, use a minimum of 1,000 words, FAQs, make the article sound like it was written by a human. Notice how many more details and how much more specific I am in that prompt versus that just one sentence prompt that I showed you in the beginning. And here's the outline, here's the H2s and H3s. I even gave it a target keyword so it knows what keyword to target versus just a general topic. FAQs, there's a lot more details in this blog post. Yada, 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 the whole shebang here. So notice all these little details, right? Gave it a persona, saying it's an expert in SEO and copywriting. Said SEO optimized blog post, not just an article or a blog post. I want to make this optimized for SEO. Gave it a target keyword. Said to create an outline, H2s, H3s, et cetera, et cetera. So that is another real world common use case is being specific and detailed in these prompts to generate long form content like blog posts and articles. So here's another example on the topic of AI image generation. I see this happen all the time when people try to create high quality AI images inside ChatGPT or maybe Midjourney if you're using another AI image generator. But here's an example of a thin prompt that I would often see, or just people would tell me that they're prompting these tools with. Create me a thumbnail image for my YouTube video about AI. And you could do something similar with like Facebook. Create me a Facebook image for my Facebook ad. Create me a cover image for my blog post. But notice how there's no detail in that prompt. And here's what I got, right? So it's not terrible. I mean, outside of the words being misspelled, you could definitely use this for something. It's not the worst image I've seen in the world created by ChatGPT. But let's take this a step further. Create a visually striking image suitable for a YouTube thumbnail featuring the white center text artificial intelligence over a background that symbolizes artificial intelligence, right? And then I'm also asking it for the background to represent neural networks, suggesting a theme of artificial intelligence. Then I'm saying it should be designed for a blog post header with an aspect ratio of 16:9 and dimensions of 1200 by 628, because that is best practice for YouTube thumbnails. So notice how much more specific I am in that prompt versus that first one. Not only did it spell the wording correctly in this example, it actually gave me the correct dimensions as well. So then I can, download this, put it in the background, crop my face over it, do whatever I want in Canva or Photoshop. But notice how much better this is with this detailed prompt to create this image versus this one right here. So, and I'll leave this prompt in the description below as well. But there is an art to creating high quality AI images inside ChatGPT with prompts. And I'm actually going to show you at the end here kind of a final tip on how to improve the details and, making your prompts more specific and as best as they possibly can. So another common use case of ChatGPT is using this tool to help you write emails, help you be more negotiable, sound more persuasive, things of that nature. So here's a very popular question that's not only entered into ChatGPT a lot, but entered into Google and other search engines. Help me write an email to my boss about asking for a raise. Very popular question. And so here it gives you an outline. Not terrible. I'm sure you could work with this if you want. But let's look at this prompt of just this one sentence. And now let's compare it to the following. You are an expert in persuasion and negotiation. I need help with a situation. I'm a marketing manager in a negotiation with my boss about getting a raise. Notice how much more specific I am there. Not only did I establish at the beginning that ChatGPT is an expert in persuasion and negotiation, I gave it context of that I'm a marketing manager. So now it knows my industry. I want to craft a persuasive email to ask for a raise while maintaining a positive and respectful tone. Very important when you're doing that. Help me outline the key points, emphasizing the benefits, how this mutually benefits both parties. Since I've helped generate a lot of business for the company, draft a compelling email that aims to achieve a favorable outcome in negotiation. And again, you can find this prompt in the video description below. I love using this prompt for negotiation and persuasion, which is one thing that I leverage ChatGPT for all the time. So I like this response here. Key points to convey. So it breaks down all the key points. And then it has a draft email. It's longer. It's more specific than that first example. So just greatly improving the outputs of my response here just by making my prompt more specific and detailed, asking for help in a negotiation situation. So here's a useful tip if you still need help creating better detailed and more specific prompts, is you can actually ask ChatGPT to produce better prompts on a given topic. Now, what do I mean by this? So let's say I want to have better prompts for creating an SEO-optimized blog post versus that first one that I showed you. I can ask ChatGPT to create me better prompts that I can then copy and paste in a different chat. So for example, create 3 prompts I can use to create an SEO-optimized blog post about the best AI tools in 2024. And here it went and created 3 different prompts that I can then copy and paste this into a new chat and get a better output by doing it that way. So you can leverage ChatGPT to produce better prompts that you can use in different chats. Let's say you want to do the same thing for an image like a logo. Create 3 prompts I can use to create a professional logo for my AI YouTube channel. My channel is called AI Insider Tips and my colors are dark pink and dark purple. I don't know why it generated an image there. I didn't think it would do that. But anyways, it gave me 3 prompts here. So not only can I plug these into ChatGPT and have DALL-E try to help generate my logo, I can copy and paste this into Midjourney, into Adobe Firefly, into another AI image generator where I can leverage ChatGPT to help my prompts to create better AI images if you're following along. Now, you can use this same idea for AI music, for AI video, AI voice. You can leverage ChatGPT to be an expert in whatever the topic is, let's say AI video, and then it can generate prompts for creating AI videos that you can then copy and paste into the actual generator, if you're still following along with me what I'm saying there. So that's just something else that I wanted to show you really quickly. And the final thing I wanted to tell you about on the topic of prompting is that all these big tools that run these LLMs like OpenAI, Anthropic, I'm sure Google has resources too, they all have these different prompting guides and resources to help you get started if you don't even know where to begin. So right here, I'm on OpenAI's prompt examples. They have this whole prompt engineering guide to help you with prompting and how to craft these effective prompts. Inside ChatGPT, it gives you all sorts of tactics, write clear instructions, ask the model to adopt a persona, which is what I've shown you in a lot of videos on this channel. And all sorts of these little tips and tricks to help you with your prompting. Now, they also have prompt examples. So if there's a specific use case that you want to use inside ChatGPT, like grammar, summarization, coding, memo writer, translation, etc., there's all these different examples and use cases that you can use to help craft better prompts. Now, the same thing goes with Claude or Anthropic. Anthropic is the company that owns Claude. They also have a prompt library and other useful tools and resources on their website where you can use to not only use for Claude, but you can apply these same principles inside ChatGPT or other LLMs. So on a final note, guys, I wanted to show you that these other resources do exist besides myself and other YouTubers or other people on the internet trying to tell you how to craft better prompts. So the final thing I want to mention is that I do have a free guide on the best AI side hustles that you can find in the video description or pinned comment below. And guys, I personally use some of the AI side hustles I've outlined in this guide to generate more than $5,000 a month in passive income online. So again, you can get this free guide below this video. I appreciate you all watching. If you've made it this far, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found value. And guys, if you didn't find value, please give me a thumbs down. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I just want to keep making as many valuable videos for my audience as possible. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And guys, I hope you all have a great day, and I appreciate you all for being here.